Well, good evening, darlings, and a very warm welcome indeed to Thursday Night Live. It is both a joy and a privilege to be back with you once again, and I'm just checking out position. You're not bad. You're not bad. I don't think you're on the wonk. You can see the whole of the picture. I saw the whole of the moon. Um, right, I'm happy with that. Let's crack on. Right, I'm going to get some wine. But I hope you're all well and I hope you've all had a decent enough day. Now then, now my day will be greatly improved by a drop of something cold and wet. Oh well, let's try and do it properly, shall we? Oh no, come on, fair play. That wasn't bad, was it? That wasn't bad. Be honest. A bit of credit where it's due, I feel. That wasn't bad at all. Oh, I can watch it back. Ah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good, to be fair. Yes, good evening, darlings. Welcome to Thursday Night Live. And over the next hour, we are going to Wavewise Thursday and we're going to welcome in Friday, Poets Day. Piss off early, tomorrow's Saturday. And over the space of the next hour, we have got the company of the Hedgehog of Truth and his new special someone, Miss Hedgie. Her powers we are yet to discover. It's early days for Miss Hedgie, so no, don't do that. Don't do that. So we are yet to discover what she will bring to the community. We've also got Sean's box, which is going to get a right old pounding, and we've got the community portable electric telephone, upon which you could, if you so wished, and I hope that you will, leave an voice note. I'd love it if you did. Always good to hear from you guys. Now then, I'm going to have a goodly slurp of my drinkage, and then I'm going to dive into your comments, which are very much, and I'm unanimous in this, the meat and potatoes of this Neapolitan ice cream that we are enjoying. Oh God, I haven't had a. ah. What do you prefer, a cornet or a wafer? And what were your methods of eating it? Now, obviously, with the cornet, then the method of choice was to nibble off the very end of the cornet, the tapered piece. This is if you're getting a Mr. Whippy type of iced cream. And then you'd suck the Mr. Whippy down through the cornet, or at least I would anyway. And then you'd end up with this deliciously soggy cornet by yeah, oh God, that was lovely. But do you remember? I think they still do them. If you had ice cream at home, then you'd have that long oblong block of your ice cream, and a bit would be cut off, and you'd have two rectangular wafers. So you'd have an ice cream sandwich between the two wafers. Now, I don't know what your method of choice was with that, but mine was always the same. Right. So you kind of hold it and you lick. Oh, and the first voice note has pinged in. Oh, I forgot I haven't had a drink of my wine yet. And you just kind of lick the middle and you go all the way around and you keep doing that. Keep licking, licking, licking. As you get rid of the ice cream, you apply a bit of pressure to the wafers, being careful not to crack them, mind. And then you keep going until finally you make a sort of toasted sandwich that the wafers actually meet each other. They will be all soggy by that stage, so you can form them into a seal. And then you've got like an ice cream pasty, which you would just bite into with gay abandon. Oh, wonderful. I wonder if children still do that now, or do they miss out? I'll tell you what children do miss out on this current generation: the joy of having a bag of chips. You don't get chips in a bag. Well, in some places you do, but there aren't many. They're few and far between. Robinson's in Cromford, you still get them in a bag. So you've got your bag of chips and you hold it vertically like that. and you make a hole in the top, and that delicious waft of hot steam vinegar comes out, and you walk through the cold woods past the pervert's house. Well, that was just me. You might not have had a local pervert, and if you did have one, you might not have walked past his house. And you would eat your chips like that. Youngsters, they don't get to do that these days. I mean, youngsters, all they know are these polystyrene carton things, although they're made out of something else now, which is because the ones that we became used to became illegal, I believe. We certainly can't use them anymore. We've got these I don't know what to call them. I don't know what the material is, but it's not as rigid as those polystyrene type ones were. Do you remember when a Big Mac used to come in a polystyrene doings? Oh, happy days, eh? Big jars of massive pickled onions on the chip shop counter, big jars of pickled eggs, bread and butter, although it was almost certainly margarine. Oh, happy days, happy days. Huh. Anyway, where was I? I was going to have a slurp of wine, wasn't I? That's what I was going to do. So cheers, darlings, your very good health. Bottoms up yours, and above all, and I mean this, with kindness, sincerity, and love. Get stuffed. Last night's live stream was demonetized, by the way. Thanks for that. I'm glad you lot enjoyed it. No, I am. I genuinely am glad you enjoyed it. It was one of the more interesting ones, wasn't it? And by interesting, I do, of course, mean filthy and depraved. That's what I mean, filthy and depraved. First cab off the rank tonight was the lovely Carol C, who said, "Hello, Boaty, and all the lovely community. Looking forward to hanging out with you later tonight." Oh, so that must have come in earlier. Good evening, Boaty and Bog, says Peter P. Best behaviour. Oh, that'd be a blessing. Paulie Galtieri, our Richard is here. Good evening. How's our Boaty and everyone tonight? Hope you've all had a good day. Jimmy Quinn is here. Good evening, Boaty and all. Good evening, Jimmy. Excuse me. Wine burp. I think that's it. I think that wine burp is now over with. Steve Cole joins us. Stratospherian is here. Simone is with us. Good evening, darling, she says. Stu is here and greets everybody by name. He should have new flowers, surely. Yeah, no. I might get some tomorrow. I'm going to do something different tomorrow, darlings. Oh, yes. Now, tomorrow night and Saturday night are going to be rather busy nights, and I'm not going to be able to pop into Sainsbury's. And I don't keep stocks of things here at Windy Bum. I tend to buy day to day. But tomorrow I need to go shopping during the day because the chances are I'm not going to be able to slip away tomorrow evening. And I thought that if you remember, cast your minds back, then I got Yvette Carte Blanche up and running. We took her out to the local dogging spot, Shillitoe Woods, but we didn't put any fuel in, and we didn't put enough of a charge back in the battery for her to start again. So the plan for tomorrow, darlings, I shall wave this at you to emphasize my point. Oh, look, there's my point there. Tastes like chicken. So the plan for tomorrow is, darlings, we'll get Yvette Carte Blanche up and running. We'll go down to Max and put some petrol in, and then we're going to go shopping. And I'm going to take you to my favourite Sainsbury's, which is Sainsbury's Matlock. Oh, yeah. So that'll be a nice drive. I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like tomorrow. Hopefully that should be far enough to jolly well put a proper charge into Yvette Carte Blanche. And I will get the things that I need to keep me alive and happy over the weekend. So, yeah, that should be good. And speaking about Yvette Carte Blanche, I'm wondering now. I'll be honest with you, darlings. I try to be as open and honest with you, good people, as I possibly can. Um, Sorry, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Now, I'll be honest. I've booked. So I already told you. When I was in Llandudno, I had such a good time this Monday and Tuesday. I thought I would like to do this again, so I booked it after the live stream when I was luxuriating in bed, eating my nibbles. Yes, I ate my nibbles in bed, not on the bed, darlings. Properly in bed, in my nightie, in bed, and I ate my nibbles and finished off my vodka and tonic. That's one of my little luxuries when I'm away. Wouldn't do it at home. Wouldn't dream of it. I don't allow food and drink into the bedroom here. Well, that's probably not true. It's not that I don't allow it. I don't do it. There have been occasions where somebody has been kind enough to bring me up a cup of coffee in bed, and I've enjoyed it very much. So I do allow that. I don't allow food, although, under certain circumstances, I might. But yeah, I don't have food and drink in the bedroom here, but in your hotel room, it's kind of nice to luxuriate in bed and eat your midnight nibbles, isn't it? I mean, of course, I used to take it one step further. On my annual road trip, I'm going to sneeze. It's going to happen. I warn you. Oh, I think it's going to happen. It might be going away. Oh, no, I'm not sure. Do excuse me. Of course, on my annual trip to San Sebastian, which I used to do in September with the mothership, with my mother, and on a couple of occasions with the artist formerly known as Mrs. Boaty, then, as you know, it would be, we'd have various stop offs because it was a very leisurely road trip. So we'd normally have 3 overnights on the way down to San Sebastian, really breaking it up, making the most of it. And then we'd have 4 nights in San Sebastian and then 3 nights on the way back. And on those 4 nights in San Sebastian, we ate at three Michelin star restaurants, which were all in the top 5 in the world at that time. But on the fourth night, and of course, we're staying in my favorite hotel in the world, the Hotel Monte Gueldo. Fabulous. I would recommend it to anybody. I've told you before, it's not the flashiest that I've been in. That would be the Bellagio or the Hilton on the beach, and it's not quite it is. Well, it is kind of. Well, anyway, I just adore it for various reasons. But on that fourth night in this lovely hotel, um, we would go into the back streets of San Sebastian to a kebab shop run by a bloke from Bradford, and we'd get filthy kebabs, and then we'd eat them in the hotel bed. Isn't it wonderful? A midnight snack in bed. It's like a childhood comfort. Do any of you do that? I wouldn't dream of doing it here at home, but in a hotel room, it's like it's like all bets are off, isn't it? You can do all the things that you wouldn't do at home. So yeah, the plan is tomorrow to go to Matlock in Yvette Carte Blanche, do some shopping, get the stuff to keep me alive. It'll be a nice drive. I'll pick a lovely route, and it'll be good for Yvette Carte Blanche. Hopefully, get her battery up to speed. I can have a play with that wonderful onboard gramophone, which is just a thing of immense joy and delight, and it genuinely uplifts my soul to go to Sainsbury's in Matlock because it's such a fabulous setting. And I love Matlock anyway. I remember them building that Sainsbury's. I do. I remember it very well indeed. When that Sainsbury's was built, I was working on the ambulances. And for half of the week, I was based in Bakewell and spent a lot of time in Matlock. Anyway, there we are. So I might get some new flowers tomorrow at St. Bob's. The wheel bearing, says Stu, is getting graunchy on my Mazzy too. Enough is enough. I'm part Xing it on Saturday. Oh, well, what are you getting, Stu? Uh, hope it makes the 2-hour trip to Darlington. Well, I hope so too, but what are you getting? Tell us. Tell us. It's new car. That's exciting. Tell us what you're getting. I am proud of myself today, says Simone. I've not turned my PC on and not touched social media. Oh, good for you, Simone. If that was, well, yeah, if that was something that you wanted to do and you achieved it, then jolly well done and jolly good for you. God, I don't know if I could do it. Does YouTube count as social media? I could do a day without Facebook, no problem at all. And I don't look at any other social media. I barely look at Instagram or anything else. But I couldn't go a day without YouTube. Well, I mean, I could if I had to, but I wouldn't enjoy it. Oh, and Simone is leaving Facebook at the end of the month. Why at the end of the month, Simone? Steve says I dip in every now and then. Oh, lucky you. Oh, I wouldn't mind it. No, don't say that. Don't say that. Only got FaceAid to check on a rehomed wabbit, says Steve. What's a rehomed wabbit? No idea. And you've been on there since 2006, Simone. Gosh, I joined Facebook in 2008. And I think I was very late to it. I think most of my chums had already been on there for quite a while. And I'm going to jack it too, says Steve. Andrew Buttigieg joins us and greets everybody by name, as his is wont. Thank you to everybody who watched the Peak Watch live. I've been trying to think what to do with that. I can't leave it running 24/7 because I need the camera to do these. And I don't see the point of leaving it running all night. And I don't want you to hear me snoring or getting up to go to the loo. So what I think I'll do, I am going to keep it going. So I like having it there as a space for you guys to chat and just a look at my little bit of the Peak District. But yeah, so what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to start it at around midday, like I did today, and stop it just before the live stream when I get home from work. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I think that's what I'll do. Oh, and I was telling you, yeah, so I booked I booked Llandudno, so that's a week on Monday, so 2 weeks from my last visit. I just fancy I had such a good night Monday night. And it was such a cheap thing to do because the hotel was so cheap. Getting there and back was so cheap because Mimi, bless her, did 74.1 mpg. 74.1 mpg, I can't believe it. Oh, and on that subject, now then, obviously that's the figure that the onboard trip computer is giving me. But at some point, I can't remember when it was. When was it? Friday, Saturday? Honestly can't remember. But at some point last week, I filled the tank. It cost me £83. I'm sure you remember. The idea being that use the tank of fuel, refill it up again, and I'll keep the info going on my app. I've got a very good app. It's called, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a really, really good app. Cheap as chips. Couple of quid for the full-blown version, not expensive, and it's just a really good app for keeping a record of your vehicle expenses, MPG, road trips, all of that sort of thing. I can't remember what it's called. I apologize. No, it's no good. I can't remember, but it really is most awfully good. And yeah, so I thought if I started using that again and I started, filling the tank on Mimi, or at least if I do it once, because it's a bit of a faff. You have to take a picture of the mileage and you have to remember to get a receipt. But I thought if I do that, then I can get a true MPG reading, and we can find out how accurate or optimistic the onboard trip computer is being. Now, I checked the figures on the way home tonight, and since I bought the car, I've done 700 and something miles, and it is showing an average MPG over that period of exactly 60 miles per gallon, which now, when I finish this live stream, or I might actually do it during the live stream, if you'd like to see it live, I filled the car tonight. It cost me £83.22. There were, oh, I can't see this. I put some litres in, hold on, 57.83 litres at £1, £1.439, came out as £83.22. So I will put those figures into the app and find out what Mimi is really doing to the gallon. But I can tell you, if it's anything near the 60 mpg the trip computer says, I'm going to be over the moon. JJ, who was ridiculously economical. Now, I had JJ on the app for several months, and she was returning between 50 and 55, I think. So if Mimi's anything near to that, being a much bigger, heavier car, then I'm going to be absolutely over the moon. So I will find out. But yeah, so Llandudno is booked for a week on Monday. Cheap and cheerful. I loved it. I will love it again. I'm absolutely sure of it. That hotel is a real find. But I wasn't going to do anything this Monday coming. I thought, right, I was away last week. I'm away next week. I'll just have a Monday at home. I'll potter. I'll catch up with life admin. I'll do this, that, and the other. And I'm just starting to think that maybe sod it. Sod it. Maybe I'll go away this Monday as well. While things are really cheap. I won't do Llandudno. I did Llandudno last week, and I'm doing it next week. But I did think that, yeah, I might just go away this Monday, another cheeky overnight, find a really cheap travelodge somewhere, maybe Carnarvon again, do a bit of Snowdonia, and just keep up the getting away thing. So I haven't decided on that yet. I haven't decided, but yeah, this Monday as well, I might just bugger off, darlings. I might. Watch this space. Right, not sure what all that's about. Tonic 110 joins us, and again, greet everybody by name. Mark Prasad hoved into view, the lovely Mark, who was very kind last night. Good evening, Boaty, and good evening, chat, says Mark. Then there's lots of hellos. Boaty's doing takeaway, says Steve. Good evening, all, says Bad Books. Oh, the numbers have risen. 52 of you wonderful people. I'm so pleased. Cheaped out on the roses. Yeah, I did. The candle's got 2 flames. I am so impressed by this candle. I'm so impressed. That is a John Lewis candle. When I bought my aftershave, or eau de parfum, fee fi fo fum, I needed to spend a little bit more so that I got free shipping. Effectively, it meant I'd get the stuff for nothing. So I bought these candles, and they are just the any day candles from John Lewis. As you can see, they're red. But I'm really impressed by them. They're a million times better than the ones I've been buying in Sainsbury's. Now, the ones I've been buying in Sainsbury's, they'd have gone out. They'd have been knackered by now. Whereas these, they're strong burning. They're a beautiful light. And I mean, that's well down there now, but these are a bit, they've got like a smaller diameter. And, see, I'm showing you there. And, but it's kind of forming itself into the bottom of that. I'm really impressed. So, although they're a little more expensive than the ones that I buy from Sainsbury's, I actually think they're better value for money. And I quite like, I don't think I've ever bought anything from John Lewis before, and I quite like buying something from John Lewis. So I've got 3 candles up there in reserve, and when they run out, I'm so sorry. And when they run out, I've told you before, darlings, I've been telling you for 3 years. Even the most professional of broadcasters, if they're broadcasting live, drinking wine and talking incessantly, there's going to be a wine burp. It's going to happen. We've just got to deal with it. We've just got to accept it, own it, as they say these days, although they should be put up against a wall and shot for saying it. And we just have to move on, darlings. And that's what I intend to do, to be honest. So, yeah, I am very, very happy with John Lewis and these kind of. I'm very happy with life in general at the moment. I did a driving to work video today because, quite frankly, I enjoy doing them. I like having your company. I know they're crap videos, but some of you pretend to like them, and that's very kind. And I did one today just because I'm just feeling generally happy and content, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I made a video. If you don't like driving to work videos, oh, and it was light, so at least you got something to look at. You can turn the sound down if you don't like me waffling. Um, and as per my giving up on YouTube video, I want to do it, so I'm going to do it. And if people don't like it, well, don't watch it. And if you do watch it and don't like it, stop watching it. But I'm going to do it anyway. And I might do another one tomorrow. No, I won't, because I'm taking you to Sainsbury's tomorrow, aren't I? But there will be more driving to work videos in the future. So that's a warning. And what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to title them Driving to Work on a Whatever, and then, Living Alone in the Peak and the date. Uh, so if you see a video called Driving to Work on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever, and you know that you don't like my driving to work videos and think that they're not worthy of putting up, and they make you slightly annoyed or frustrated or angry or horny, then just don't watch them. Look at the video title, don't watch them. Only watch the ones that you think you might enjoy. Like, Solo Overnight at the Marine Hotel, Llandudno. That was a better video than I thought it was going to be. It wasn't a good one, not by any stretch of the imagination. But I didn't think I had any sort of video at all. And I kind of did. And I did have a fabulous time. And that's why I booked to go there again in 2 weeks' time. And I can tell you, I am properly looking forward to it. Genuinely, I really, really am. Now then, there's lots of, right, there's just, yes, thank you, Bad Books. Thank you, Mark. Is Mrs. Hedgie the hedgehog of pleasure? Asked Peter P. Well, I don't know. I think that she needs some superpowers that we can include with the community. So, like, the hedgehog of truth means that you guys can ask any question that you like, and I or whoever is holding the hedgehog of truth have to give you a truthful answer. I would quite like it if Miss Hedgie developed some kind of similar power that would also involve you lot. She's very cute, isn't she? She is very cute. Arctic Roll, says Richard. Big in the 80s, it was. A bit like Boaty, I was big in the 80s. I was massive in the 80s. I was all muscles. Oh, Carl Burton joins us and says, evening 69 and everyone else. I love Neapolitan ice cream between wafers, says Bad Books. Voice note dumped into Hedges' lap, says Simone. We'll come to that at past. Oh, he's off again, says Richard, with his Alan Bennett with gay abandon. Notice how he's avoiding the chat, says Peter P. I'm not avoiding the chat. I'm just not reading out everybody saying hello to each other. Eskimo pie was nice, says Andrew. Oh, was that the... Oh, no, I can't remember that. I used to love an ice cream oyster or a witch's hat, says Mark. That's the thing I think I was thinking of, the ice cream oyster. Everyone smoking in cars and in shops back in the day. Yeah, I remember when you could smoke in McDonald's and restaurants. It seems idiotic now, doesn't it? But yeah, I remember that. And God knows, in a pub, you could barely see your way to the bar. This is true, Mark the Vicar. This is true. Getting your chips wrapped in page 3 of The Sun was an extra bonus for the bedroom later. That is totally, totally true. And it did used to happen, right? If there's anybody young watching this, and I very much doubt that there is, but in the old days, your chips were wrapped. You had a little square of grease-proof paper. You know, it looked like that see-through toilet roll that you used to have at school. And your chips were in that, but that was on a big sheet of white paper, and that sheet of white paper, your chips were wrapped, and they'd wrap it in a very special way and roll it up, but then that would be wrapped in a sheet of actual newspaper. And you would occasionally get a page 3 of The Sun, because the way that, well, certainly my local chippy, I can't speak for yours, the way they got their newspapers were children would take them in, and they'd take in a load of newspapers that they'd collect from newspapers or from neighbours or whatever, and they'd get a portion of chips or something in exchange for the newspapers. But they were actually wrapped in newspaper, not immediately. The chips never touched the newspaper, but the newspaper was the final thing of wrapping. And my God, what an art form the wrapping of the chips was. There was a real art to it. You had to kind of hold the fish and chips or sausage and chips or whatever it was up like that. Paper went over, tucked underneath, and then it rolled, fold, roll, roll, roll. And then again onto the newspaper, and then same again. It would be lift, underneath, over, fold, then over, over. But they used to do it so quickly because there would be a queue. Oh, wonderful. We love you, Boaty, says Steve. Oh, and I love you too. The one with the bubblegum bonus in the bottom, says Stu. Screwball, says Bad Bugs. Not you, the ice cream. That's right, Screwball. Why demonetize Boaty, says Andrew Buttygig. We were on our best behaviour. Dear God. Look, I knew I was going to get demonetized. I just thought I might get thrown off YouTube as well. I'm glad I didn't. And just bear in mind that I am now an official, whatever it is, in the YouTube creator community. On the highest level, I get my own personal partner manager, and they're going to be going through all of my content to see if they can give me any advice or help or support to make my channel be as good as they believe it could and should be. And I just know that the first piece of advice the nice lady gives me is going to be ditch the perverts. They're costing you money. Carl says, person at the till who's had ages to decide what he wants, decides to think about it at the point of being served for 5 minutes, then has what he always has. Jose, fantastic village with us. Hi, Boaty and fellow tubers. Hi, Jose. I think the hedgehogs have fallen out. No, they could never. The hedges are a match made in heaven, darlings. and they will be together forever. They will be together forever. Let what two people have put together, may they never fall apart, or well, however it goes. Ah, they're so lovely. Who can remember coffee and milk in a toothpaste type tube? I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Alive and happy, says Mark Prasad. Grog, a roast, Yorkshires and veg. Oh, wonderful. Stu needed a pee, so he shot off. Bacon toothpaste, God. Primula cheese spread came in a tube. I remember that. Alan Simpson joined us. Greetings, honourable community, and our esteemed master of ceremonies. Oh, Mustard's here. All my favourite people. This gobshite again. Yeah. Sorry, Mustard. How you doing, love? Did everything get sorted? You never told me. Primula cheese is still available, says Bad Books, and it's great for getting cats to eat tablets. Oh, Mark, really? I went to a I'm not reading that one out. I'll get demonetized. It's racist. Mutar says to you, I just watched your Furious Matt video. Have you done a video with Matt? Excuse me, I'm still up. Oh, I told you I was going to sneeze. Oh, dear. Oh, hang on. No, says Mustard, I haven't watched it. Do I need to? Right, so is that a video? Is that match video that Mustard is in then? Matlock has a bar. So, oh, God. Here we go. Oh, dear. Matlock has a bath. Well, Matlock has a Matlock bath. Yeah. San Sebastian, says Mark. We've also had wonderful holidays there, and the food, Michelin or otherwise, is exceptional. I agree. Okay then, Mark. Did you ever go up the Monte Gueldo? There was from the I can't remember which. I can't remember if it was north or south shore of the bay, but there's a Coca-Cola sponsored, or at least it was then, funicular railway up to the top of the Monte Gueldo. The road goes windy. The funicular goes straight up. And there's an amazing historic pleasure park up there. Oh, let me know if you went up. I really hope you did, and we can talk about it. And if you did you go on the roller coaster and the water ride thing? They're amazing. The hedgehogs are still gutted you didn't take them away, says Steve. I did wonder about that. I will be taking them a week on Monday. The hedges, Mr. and Mrs., they have a lot of fun together. Mr. and Mrs. Oh, have a good time and be nice to each other. Derek Beatty. Marvellous. Yeah, I am going to take I'm going to take the hedges to Llandudno with me a week on Monday. Oh, excuse me. Oh. 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 Steve Ogg says Hedgehog needs a proper holiday. He's only used to caravans. Have I not taken him to? No, because at the Grand I left him in the car, didn't I? Right, okay. Both of the hedges, it'll be like a honeymoon for them. It'll be like a honeymoon. Their first holiday away together. They can come to Llandudno to the Marine Hotel with me. Oh, that's it. Give your man a kiss. Rub noses. Kiss, kiss. Kiss, kiss. Love you. Love you. Love you too, darling. Oh, they're going to have a fabulous time in London. I might base my whole video for a week on Monday around them. They can go up the Hedgie. Would you like to take Miss Hedgie up the arm? Excuse me, darlings. I do apologise for my compromised sinuses and God knows what else causing you distress. X, I wouldn't touch it with yours, says Stu. And that's in response to Mark, who said, Facebook is not that great. I mostly use YouTube, X, and Reddit. I've never looked at Reddit. X, no. I think I've got an account on there still because I had an account on Twitter, but I never used it. I find it a particularly toxic and unpleasant platform. I love Facebook, I love YouTube, and that's about it. Or, says Andrew, singing about how your tinkle shines after a bath stroke shower. Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Oh dear. You can tell that Mimi is an Aberdonian, says Alan. They're very thrifty people. Mustard's got another road trip tomorrow with Johnny Two Scoops. 54 watching, 13 likes, says Mark in some amazement. Come on, people, he exhorts. Who was it? Somebody said we should do... it was Carl. We should sell petrol in gallons again. And Mark the Vicar says, if people saw £5.20 per gallon at the garage, they'd probably start walking. I only ever put a tenner in, says Stu, so fuel hikes don't affect me. Me too, says Mark the Vicar. One day a tenner won't get us off the forecourt. I do that, Carl. I am that guy. I always do that. Well, I always used to do that. Before I stopped smoking, and then before I only bought smuggled duty-free cigarettes. If I used to go into a petrol station just for cigarettes and they said any fuel, I genuinely used to say, no, I'm trying to give it up. And I thought I was being funny. Pop over to the yard and we'll do an estate car sleepover. Oh, next Monday. Right, yeah. Drive to Hull, Boaty, and stay over, says Richard. Tracy died after last night's stream. Oh, Steve McDonald joins us. Good evening, Steve. 3 candles. You should have got 4 candles. 2 Ronnie's reference. Well done, Alan. I did get 4 candles. 3 are up there. That is the 4th. I've never been to Hull, I don't think. I bought a John Lewis candle, says Mark the Vicar. It lasted for years. Mind you, I never lit it. Right, we have got voice notes, darlings, and it's probably time as we listen to them. And they are from... Oh, they're both from Simone. We're in for a double treat, darlings. The next voice that you hear will be Simone's.
Hello again, Mr. Boaty.
Hello.
Don't forget the pension box is if you're going through Waitrose and all of a sudden you start farting and you can't stop and you had to go through checkout and everyone's looking at you and it's really embarrassing. Tosser.
Okay. Oh dear. Oh, well done, Simone. That was perfect timing. Oh, God. Well done, Simone. Thank God for Simone. Oh, dear. Right, well, let's pound the box, shall we, darlings? Here we go. £1, £1, 3, 2, 1, bosh. And that is the box well and truly pounded. Yeah, where's Trace and Emma, says Andrew. I don't know. Emma's got stuff going on at home, and a lot of the time she's kind of watching, got it on in the background, but can't actually be active. And Matron, I don't know, maybe she's got something better to do. Even Diana's given up. Oh yeah, no Diana either. Oh, I can't read that. Midwest Mimi joins us and said, that lingering holiday happiness is lovely to see, Boaty. I hope you do give yourself another away trip this weekend. Well, it'll be on Monday, Mimi, but yeah, Monday is kind of my weekend because my weekend is very busy with work. I'm just looking at I've got a treat tonight, darlings. I've got tonight no staff curry tonight. I've actually got a restaurant menu dish. There's not much I'll eat on the restaurant menu, but this I do like. It's one of our curries. You won't get it anywhere else, but that is a chicken madrai. So what you've got there is you've got a blend of 3 base sauces in there. Yeah, you've got 3 base sauces in there, a blend of those. You've got chicken tikka, you've got onion, red and green peppers, and lashings of fresh green chilies. Haven't had it for, oh God, maybe a year. And I'm just having that. And I never have rice with that. I'm not a man to have rice with curry unless it's the staff curry, which is more like a soup. Then if I ever have a curry, as in this sort of consistency, then I've always had it just with a naan bread. No rice at all. And tonight, I'm not having rice with it, but I'm not having naan either. I can't eat naan anymore. For those who don't know, I've gone completely dairy free, and that means no naan. So instead of naan, I've got tandoori roti with no butter. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a change. It's going to be a change, darling. A little bit of a treat. But thank you, Mimi. Thank you very much. Boaty, says Mark, please just do what you enjoy and that will be enough. I would never have the guts to do what you do on YouTube. What? Put out crap and expect people to watch it. I love YouTube. I love it, and I'm kind of comfortable with it, and I've made my peace with it now. I've got no expectations. That video that I made was genuine. Okay, it was a bit of a clickbaity title, but what I said was absolutely genuine. I've made my peace with YouTube, and I'm going to do exactly what you say, Mark. I'm going to do what I love, which are the live streams, the driving to work videos, because I'm not a very good YouTuber. I can make technically, I can make an excellent video when I can be asked and when I have the time. And again, if you want an example of technically the best video that I've made, then that would be the Heights of Abraham one, whatever it was called. hitting the heights or hot dog at the height. I can't remember what I called it. But technically, in terms of filming, production, editing, that's the best video that I've ever done. I can put together a well done video that tells a tale, and my best one of that would be Calatra. Oh, an unknown caller. Good evening, unknown caller.
It is Tonic once again.
Hello, how the devil are you?
I'm very well, thank you, sir.
Good, good.
What's all this about not being a very good YouTuber? If you were very good, why do we keep coming back to watch you every night?
Well-
I was watching the Peak District today.
Why do you? Because there's like a personal connection. You don't watch because I make the best videos. You watch because, presumably, because you found a connection with me.
Yes, I have.
Well, and that's what it is, really. But you know, the point is that some people, the people that I would call the good YouTubers, they can make a video that that like 100,000 people or 1 million people will watch, but there's no personal connection. I can't do that. I'm not clever enough. But I can make a video, or I can do live streams that a much smaller number of people will connect to, and that the point is that that's what I want out of it. I never wanted, honestly, I never wanted to make a living out of YouTube, and I don't want to now. I've got other skills. I've got other ways of making money. I wanted YouTube to be a hobby and the platform for building a community and making friends, and that's been really successful. That's what I've done.
Yeah. Well, you succeeded because every night, whatever I'm doing, I look at the time. Oh, Boaty's live. That's it. I'll stop everything else. Come over here.
Oh, bless you. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. And I've said it a million times, but over the space of the couple of years I've been doing this, you guys in the community, you've become the most important part of my life. And, you know, if I've done anything for you at all, then you guys, you've kept me sane, you've kept me on the straight and narrow, you've kept me happy. And I'm genuinely just grateful to be part of this little thing that we've got. It's a tiny little corner of the interweb, but I love it, and I'm really proud of it, and I'm proud of all of you guys, including you, sir.
Yeah, and I'm proud to meet all the members of the Inner Scrotum, of course.
Of course.
You know.
Oh, yes, the old Inner Scrotum.
Anyway, I shall let you get back to your stream, sir, and I shall speak to you maybe tomorrow just to be annoying.
Any updates on the good lady?
Oh, yeah, another blood transfusion and more antibiotics. Don't seem to be working right well,
Oh,
but
God.
we'll wait and see what happens.
Oh, well. As before, sending all love to you both.
Right, thank you very much.
Take care, buddy. Have a safe and peaceful night.
Okay, speak to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That was the lovely Tonic 110, and that was just the perfect example of yeah, what we're talking about. You know, there are people that I've met and that I'm even friends with who do very good videos, and they make a lot of money. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. But yeah, for me, it's all about the community. It's just about trying to make a little difference. And I don't mean that in oh yes, here's me making a difference for other people, because the biggest difference that YouTube has made is to me. Honestly, it's changed my life, and I'm just really, really grateful for it. And going back to what Mark said, I'm just going to do the stuff that I like doing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I've got no I've got no expectations. I've got no illusions. I mean, when it comes to being a good YouTuber, what makes a good YouTuber? Right, can you present a video well? I think I can present a video quite well. I think I can certainly present a live stream. Can you film and produce a video well? Can you write a good script? I think I can do all of those things. And can you do a good job in the edit suite? These days, yeah, I think I can do a really good job in the edit suite. But all of that takes time and effort, and the having the content to do it around, if that makes any sense. And that's where I fall down. Like I said in the video, every now and then I enjoy the thrill and the challenge of putting out a really good video. And I've done a few. The Heights of Abraham, that was a belter. But it's not my best performing video. It's like Talacra, that was a great video as far as I'm concerned. Again, didn't perform very well. Your best, the videos that I in my heart know are the best ones. They're not necessarily the best. I mean, both of those were outdone by a Brit called Wilfred, for God's sake. That a Brit called Wilfred is still right up there. I mean, I think my best performing video is actually the review of Miss Boo, the Freelander. And I think my second best performing video is what's a £71,000 electric Jaguar like to drive. And that kind of goes to show you that if I did videos like that all the time, then I would be getting massive, well, not massive, but a lot bigger numbers than I get now. I mean, I think those two videos have done about, I think they did about 10,000 views, which is a lot more than most of my videos get. And they earned half decent money, I think. Well, I mean, not by professional standards, but by my standards. I think they did about 10,000 views or something close to that each. And I think they earned about 50 quid. Now, if I made the effort to put one of those videos out every day, then my numbers would be a hell of a lot bigger. My income would be a lot greater. But I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. I just want to ask about and do what I enjoy doing. A driving to work video, a chatting nonsense, the odd mad video like a Brit called Wilfred, and above all, the live streams, because it's my little portal to you lot. Oh, I am a bit knackered today, so I am going to bugger off at about midnight, so I need to bang on with the comments, really. No way is anyone under 30 watching this. I agree with that. Wrapped in page 3 with Linda Lusardi. She was my favourite. The Chippy in Withenshaw made the best burger ever tasted. Oh no, burgers shouldn't come from chip shops. Hedgelina, says Midwest Mimi, might be the hedgie of advisability. As she's female, she might be gifted in this area. Half-hatched plans or numbnut schemes could be judged advisable or not by the level-headed hedgie. Ah, interesting. Oh, and hi everyone, says Mimi. Sorry, I'm whizzing through these a bit now because I'm going to sleep now, says Simone. Enjoy the edible. God, I'm so sorry. Enjoy the terrible voice now. I did enjoy it and it wasn't terrible, Simone. Brian can't. Steve McDonald should be sleeping. He's leaving at 4 a.m. for the airport. You've only just got back. Where the bloody hell are you going to now? You've only just got back from Prague. He's off to the Canary Islands. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Well, Well, that's all right for some, isn't it? Oh, fair enough. Celebrating the leg brace removal after 12 weeks and 3 days. Oh, well, have a fabulous time, Steve. I hope you love it. Emily Crane's joined us and said, "Good evening, me Boaty," and all the chat as we enter Friday. We have now entered Friday, darlings. Gosh. Oh, I would love that, Richard. Using Simone's voice note as a text message tone, I would love that. If anybody knows how I can do that, what I need to do to get that text message or voice note to make it into a ringtone, please let me know and I will do it. It's a different coin, Mark the Vicar, and you know it is. Good evening, Josh. Successful doesn't necessarily mean good, e.g. EastEnders, says Carl Burton. I come back because I'm a masochist, says Mark the Vicar. I think that applies to a lot of you. Oh, bless you, Peter P. That's very kind. And you, Andrew. Thank you. Oh, people are saying nice things. I can't read those out. I shall burst into tears. Oh, thank you, Mimi. Even the same sort of content seems fresh when the locale is different. Like the one in your parlour, the walk you took us on, and in your room in Llandudno. Very enjoyable. Oh, you're all so kind. And then, oh, hello, matron turned up right at the death. Evening all, I'm full of Indian and a little bit squiffy. Is the Indian a little bit squiffy as well while he's filling you? Oh, there we are. Oh, well done, Peter P. Hi, Groinwood. Right, on that note, darlings, I'm going to get off because I've got a couple of bits. I'll tell you what I want to do, quite honestly. I want to get to sleep at a reasonable hour. I still haven't caught up with sleep properly after the weekend and the beginning of the week in Llandudno and whatnot. I'm not complaining. I'm having a fabulous week. It's wonderful. I'm having a fabulous year. I'm having a fabulous life. I want to get this put into the app so I can see what Mimi's doing to the gallon. I want to get my lovely supper. I need to get a shower and get into my night things. So I am going to say good night to you, darling, but I'm so grateful to you for your company and for your company on Peak Watch Live, which will come back at about 12 o'clock tomorrow before I go to Sainsbury's in. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Life is so great at the moment. I'm looking forward to so much. Isn't it brilliant? Isn't it brilliant? I'm going to Sainsbury's in Matlock tomorrow in a Rover, a 1994 Rover 216 SE Cabriolet with an amazing gramophone that's also fitted to a Lamborghini Countach. Countach. I gave it a hard C. Oh, life is just wonderful at the moment, but yeah. Thank you so much for your company tonight. Let me wish you all a safe and peaceful night and a fabulous day ahead. At the very least, I hope it's manageable and there's some joy to be taken from it for you. Take really good care of yourselves. If you're fortunate enough to have those that you love or who love you, take really good care of them too. The candle will be relit tomorrow night. Oh, late one tomorrow night. Sorry, 11:30. In the meantime, much love from me, and on that, can't wait to see you tomorrow. Join me if you can. And on that note, pachoo, and indeed, oh yes, bosh. And now I've got to lean over to the backing and try and figure out how to. There it is. There it is. Oh, what do I do now? Is it that one or?